Right, exactly, Adrian. So I want to see if she'll take me because I don't want to miss Saturday and Sunday's dose. And my sister said I was thinking about letting you see the baby, but now I'm not letting you for something I didn't even know was gonna effing happen. I did talk to Queen. This isn't about Queen. Hope. I'm hoping this lady Carmen will come back in here. Um, every time I talk, they keep shutting down my lives. I don't know why. Um, apparently she goes to my clinic too. I don't remember ever really seeing her. She says she knows me. I know her for 2 years. All this stuff. Um, I don't remember. I don't remember her. I'd appreciate her picking me up. I know Mary and I know Maggie. Maggie was a good friend of mine. See, I was just asking her that when they cut my live off. I was saying, please tell these people that access will not just take me to the clinic. But yeah, I didn't block Carmen. No, I really didn't. Ronnie, I let you in, honey.
You sent me a request. I was just seeing why.
Yeah. Well, because I called Daddy. I said, do I still have a ride tomorrow? And he said, goodbye. So I don't even know what that means.
And the first thing I seen you say was that you don't have a ride because he told you that you don't have one. I immediately called him to ask him if that was true or if
Yeah.
so. I just
I, I,
texted that.
yeah, I don't know. I
Well,
mean,
he
you can
told
see it in the video that I'm as confused as everybody else when I came out of that clinic. I'm confused
well
as fuck.
he just told me that he never told you that he was not taking you to the clinic because of what happened today. He told you if you keep asking him about it and um just basically keep harassing him and say one more word about it, he's not taking you. But as of me just getting off the phone with him 2 minutes ago, he said he was taking you.
Okay. All right. Well, that makes me feel a little bit better.
So that means don't be on TikTok in the morning begging for Uber rides because dad
No,
just
I'm
told
not.
me he's taking you.
No, I'm not doing that at all. Like I said, I don't even know who this lady is. Mary, I do know because she's Maggie's sister. I went to IOP with Maggie. Her, she swears she knows me. I don't know who the fuck she is.
Well, I was told by somebody else today, and I'm not going to say who it is. You remember the Casey person who raised the money and it was supposed to go to Jace and all of that?
Mm-hmm.
That's her.
That's her?
Yes.
The one that disappeared?
Yes. She changed her name and her picture on TikTok, but that's her, the one who raised the money for Jason, then stole it.
That's yeah, because she said back then, you have my number if you ever need anything, and I called her for food a week later and got no answer.
Yeah, she's the one who was
If
Casey
that's the
before. It's the same person.
same person.
I'm reading the chat. Casey and Michelle are the ones who, raised the money, and whatever money that Casey got, she kept it. It never got sent back to the people who donated, and it never made its way to Jace.
Well, I said you.
What? You're breaking up.
Well, I have my counselor's private cell phone number. Okay. She gave it to me on accident. Okay. And I text messaged her. Okay. The video. And I said to her, why did a friend of mine years ago get kicked out over taking a picture of a license plate on the lot? But this can all go down. Please tell me why.
Right. Well, I talked to somebody from your clinic today, and they had said that if I didn't hear from the director today, it might be Monday because he had something to do. I forget what they said. But they asked me details about the video, and if you could clearly tell it was clinic property, and if you could see other clients in it. And I said yes, and they said, okay, well, when you talk to him, he's going to want the video, but that's automatic termination.
Well, I don't want her getting kicked out. I'd never want anybody getting kicked out. But the thing is, why did you she's in the car. Well, she's in the car talking to Mary, and she's saying that I'm bringing a lot of heat on the clinic and all this stuff and blah, 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 right? Then you record a video talking to my dad, and then you tell me to come here, and you're talking to me. And then after you're done talking to me, okay, you jump back in the car and go, we got it, we got it. Like you got the video for clout. You know what I mean?
I don't care, and this is going to sound really harsh, and I don't really care if it hurts your feelings. I don't care what people do to you. I don't care what they say to you, because you bring all of
Me
this
neither.
bullshit on yourself. But when
Right.
they take this to real life, to my dad, I have an issue with that. So if she would have
And
never
Jace
said
was there
anything to
too.
Dad, if she would have never said one word to Dad and just ambushed you outside of the clinic like she did, I'm sorry, that's your problem. I don't care about that. But
well, she knows I don't know her.
Not have to bring Dad into it. You are a grown woman. There is nothing I can do, Dad can do, Mom can do, nobody can do to get you off of this app. We tried. So to sit there and even talk to him, let alone record him without his knowledge and then post it on TikTok was way out of line. You're not going to approach my father in public and think that I'm going to let that slide. Absolutely not.
Well, watch the video.
And hold on.
She's like, Lisa.
You can see that it's the clinic, first off, and the people at the clinic are going to be able to tell it's that building, and you can see other clients. That is enough for the clinic to kick them out. So yes, I will be getting whoever was in that video kicked out of the clinic.
Well, she's like, come here, and I wouldn't go over. And she's like, you know Mary, because I like Mary and Maggie. That's how she got me to go over. I didn't even confused as all fuck,
like I said,
you know?
I don't care what she did to you. You bring this on yourself, and that's your problem. But you are not allowed to record in the parking lot of the clinic or inside of the clinic.
Right.
And since they did
Right.
that, I am going to get them kicked out of the clinic. So I hope their 15 seconds of TikTok fame was worth it.
Well, I like Maggie and Mary, and I don't know what and Maggie wasn't even there. And I don't want that for anybody, but I
Hold
don't
on.
know how to
Everybody's
rectify
thinking,
this.
stop talking, Lisa. Everybody's
Okay.
thinking that I'm saying that I can get her in trouble with the cops. And that's not what
No.
I'm saying. I'm saying that I can get her kicked out of the clinic because it's their policy, whether it's a public property or not. The clinic has their own rules. I already talked to somebody at the clinic and they already told me that when I find out who it was, they will be kicked out. And now, Lisa, you just gave me their name.
Well, because
So,
Here's the
Lisa,
thing,
it's
guys.
not a
There's
law.
pe-
They won't get in trouble
right.
with the cops, but they absolutely will not be attending that clinic any longer.
There's people that work very good, respectable jobs. And if she's recording and somebody comes out that door and somebody spots them, they're busted going to the clinic. That's why they have them rules.
Yeah, we're not getting them in trouble with the law. That's fine, but I will get them kicked out of that clinic. They can find a new one.
Well, hopefully they'll just put her on contract, if
No,
anything.
hopefully they kick her out because I'm not stopping until she's kicked out of the clinic.
Well, I think she's up here, Ronnie, if you want to say anything.
Well, if she's up here, then she can talk. She sure had a lot to say this morning, but she's sure quiet now.
I'm not too quiet, honey. It's like, go ahead, speak to me.
You're way out of line taking it to my dad.
No, I sure the fuck wasn't. It's like,
Yeah, sure the
look,
fuck
I'm
was. Why don't
tired
you
of
bring
her
it to
putting
me?
your nephew.
Bring it to me.
No.
I bet you won't bring
Listen,
it to me.
I'm in the box. You address me, so I'm going to address you
Yeah, I
and
bet
your
you won't bring it
sister.
to me.
So therefore, we can take turns.
Right.
I literally am tired of seeing your nephew on live almost every single morning.
That has nothing to do with my
begging
dad.
his mother to get off, and Grandpa's coming to pick us up. Everybody needs to know that they don't need to be gifting your sister, sending your sister money. Look, I've been nothing but kind and nice to your sister. I am the
After
one
you
who
stole
been,
money in the
listen,
name of Jace. Yeah, okay. Casey.
I didn't steal no fucking money from her.
Yeah. You
I sure
you
didn't.
raised money
No,
for
I
Jace
sure
and ain't
didn't.
nobody got a dime
No,
of it, Casey.
Sure didn't. I'm
Sure
the one who
did.
spent over $31 to send your sister and your nephew
Sure
and your
did.
niece fucking pizza. That
Okay,
was
if
not me.
nobody, my dad can't do nothing about Lisa and her bullshit on TikTok. You don't need to approach my dad in public. Bring it to
I
me if you
asked
got
him
a
if he
problem.
was her father.
It doesn't matter if he's her
Period.
father. It
And
doesn't
he
matter.
said, literally, he told me it's not on the recording that he takes care of little Nicole or little Cole, and there's nothing he can do, and his hands are tied. And I asked literally if CPS got re-involved. He said, unfortunately, yes. And I said, and it's a shame that your other grandson has got to deal with this on a daily.
You
Daily
didn't
with
need to
his
bring it to him.
mother.
Ain't got nothing to do with my dad. Ain't got one thing to do with my dad.
I was respectful, and he was respectful and very kind to me.
Yeah, I'm not respectful, so bring it to me. You got a problem.
For any reason,
Do not ever approach my
or
father
your
again.
father could not take your sister, I was willing to do that.
No, you need to stop being so fucking.
Hello?
I need to stop being so fucking what?
I didn't hear it. It cut out.
Yeah, I couldn't hear anything either. I was very respectful to your father. I was very respectful to you too, Lisa. And you know I was. And I told you you had my personal phone number. Sure did. I'm the one who sent that fucking pizza because I literally physically have talked to you more than one time on the telephone. And I've been up in your box a few different times. So I never took anything from you. I spent money out of my own fucking pocket to take and get you all that pizza that night that I had delivered to your home. And I
And
never got to thank you
and
for
y-
it. Not one
what?
time did you thank me for it. I talked to your son. Your son answered your phone when I called you back to make sure that you got the delivery.
I don't like to fight.
And Lisa, you like peace, but you did this. You're the one who has people approaching my. I'm not gonna stand for it. I don't care. Dad has nothing to do with this. There's nothing he can do. He's been trying to get you off the app for over a year. I don't care what information they wanted. They should not have even spoken to Dad. And the fact that they did, you're putting his safety in danger. So where's your little friend at? Because she can come back. Because I'm telling you right now, over my dad, I will show up to the clinic tomorrow. Because I bet she can say something to a disabled
See
man whose
her.
health isn't very well, but let her say something to me. Where'd she go? Funny, she won't accept my friend request because she knows she's in the wrong. She ain't going to say nothing to somebody that can do something about it. A quick rundown of what's going on is somebody approached my disabled father this morning at the clinic to get clout on TikTok because she's been basically stalking my sister for months and stole money off my nephew that she raised for Jace, but nobody ever seen a penny of it, and thought it was okay to record a conversation of her talking to my dad. You do not approach my dad. He cannot make Lisa get off of this app. He's tried for over a year, and you don't bring it to my dad. Period. You're wrong. And if you got a problem, bring it to somebody in the family that isn't disabled. Lisa, she said she wants a box, so go ahead, give her one.
All right.
Because we need our 15 seconds of TikTok fame.
TikTok
We
got
approach
nothing to do with
disabled
me.
people in public.
I could give two fucks about any kind of whatever you just said, clout, fame, whatever.
Yeah,
I
okay.
do not care.
Because you've been all up in this for months, raising money, so it can go to
I have
Jake,
not
and
raised
they never
any
went
kind
to
of
Jake.
fucking money at
Yeah.
all. Period. 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 Point
Yeah,
blank.
period.
Period.
Yeah, well,
I'm
when
the
you
one who
see me,
sent
how
your
about you
sister
approach
and your
me instead
son
of a
and your
disabled
nephew
man?
and
How
your
about that?
niece fucking pizza, you dumbass.
Yeah,
Get your facts
yeah.
straight.
Yeah,
Get
you
your
can
facts
approach me
straight.
instead of a
Get your
disabled
facts
man. How
straight.
about that?
Get your facts
Let's see how
straight.
much
Get your
balls you
facts
got for
straight.
that. Let's see how much balls you got for that.
For what?
You can approach me instead of a disabled man. How about that?
Look, he was the one right next to me.
It doesn't matter if he was right in front of you. He
I
ain't got
don't
nothing to do with
care.
this. You're wrong. You're wrong. And then you put it on TikTok like and then whoever's videoing at the end of it, oh, I'm so proud of you. You got her. You got her. Yeah, well, I hope it was worth it, because who was taking that video's getting kicked out of the clinic. And you can
Nobody
approach
was
me.
taking the video.
Yeah, somebody was taking a video, because you could hear them in it. Bet. And I won't stop till they are kicked out.
I'll guarantee it. Nobody was taking the video.
Yeah, well, you can approach me, not my disabled father. How about that? Let's see if you got balls to do that.
I was very respectful for him.
I don't care. You
and
should
vice
have spoke to him
versa.
in the first place. He ain't got nothing to do with this.
Well, he obviously does, because your sister's blatantly lying, saying she doesn't have a ride.
And it doesn't matter. He didn't do any of that.
You're right. He didn't.
And you recorded
And
him
he
without telling
literally
him.
told
Because
me.
if you would have told
He
him you were
literally
recording
said
him,
to
he would
me.
not have said a word to you.
Literally said to me, his hands are tied. He can't do anything about what his daughter does. And I asked him if it was okay if I talked to her.
Where's
He
the
goes,
part
say
where you
whatever.
told him you were recording him?
Listen.
Where's
said,
the?
you
I
can say
watched the video.
whatever
I
you
don't
want
need you
to
to
say
recap
to
it for
her.
me. I watched the fucking video. Where's the part where you told him you were recording him? Where's that part?
Where is he at? Can you hear him?
Where's the part where you told
Can you
him,
hear him?
I'm recording this conversation?
Can
Where's that
you
part?
hear him?
There isn't that part, which is why you're
Can
avoiding the
you
conversation.
hear your father? No.
Obviously, I
You
can.
hear my voice.
Yes, I can hear my dad. I heard every word he said.
What
I heard
exactly?
every word
What
he said.
exactly did you hear? What he said? Because I have it as well.
Okay, well, I have it. He says, I can't do anything. My hands are tied. I've told her to stay off TikTok. Then you say, can I tell her that if you can't take her for some reason, I could take her to the clinic? And he said, you can say anything you want to her. She's not going to listen to you. You can
Wrong.
hear every word he says.
Wrong. Wrong.
No, I got
You're
the
a
video.
liar. You are a liar.
I got the video.
Good, so do I, but you're a blatantly liar. You're a liar, because that's not what he said to me.
That's
And
about
not,
what he said to you.
I
don't
asked
have a
him if I
fucking
could
transcript
talk to
of
her,
it.
if it would be okay if I said something to her. And he said, absolutely. He goes, I can't. He goes, you can say anything you want to her.
And she's not going to listen. Is exactly what the video says.
No.
Yes?
He said, I can't do anything about it.
Yeah. That's literally what I just said. Literally.
No, he said she's not going to listen.
And
Those
said
words never
in the
came
video.
out of that
That's what
man's
he
mouth.
said. Are you
Not to
fucking
me.
stupid?
Miss Carmen. Miss Carmen.
That's what
Can-
the
can
video
you put-
says.
Can you please do me a favor and just apologize for putting my dad on the video so we can come to a resolution?
Absolutely. It's like, look, it wasn't meant for any of this. I literally asked your father if I could say something to you, and he said yes. I literally wanted to let you know that and I let your father know for any rhyme or reason that he could not take you, you had my personal number. I have no problem in coming getting you, taking you to and from the clinic. You know, if he's got doctor's appointments or whatever he's
Yeah.
got to do with your other child.
Lisa, remove the mic
that
from
part,
your
that
mouth.
part is not my business. But however, to get you to and from this clinic, I know is very important. And I said, for any reason that he could not take you, she has my personal number. She can call me at any time. My phone is always on and always will be on to her. And then I literally, how many times have you heard me, Lisa, in your chat or in your boxes actually, sit there and tell people, don't belittle her. Do not put her down.
If it was just
You
about
don't need
that,
to
you'd
gift
never
her. You don't
posted
need
it
to
on
give her
TikTok.
money.
Right.
Because she has a way to and from every single day. And if she doesn't, I'm literally spamming your chat every single day, but you're ignoring me. You know, it's like, I don't want you to have to panic. I don't want your dad to have to, you know, it's like if he's not feeling good or if he's got doctor's appointments early in that morning, you know,
You're
there's no
lying.
reason. It's like, I'm right here. I'm real
You're
close
lying.
to you.
You're lying.
Period.
Because if it was good intentions, you'd have
Who?
never recorded the conversation and you'd have never posted it to TikTok. You're lying.
I never posted it.
It came from your page. Up in the corner of the screen recording, you went live. You'd have never went live talking to my dad if you did not do it for clout.
They're trying to prove I'm a liar.
And you
Which
are
everybody-
a fucking liar. We all know that. I've called
I
you
know,
out
but-
on being a fucking liar. You don't approach a disabled man who had a heart attack less than a fucking year ago. 2 heart attacks less than a year ago. Over some bullshit. This lady needs to stop being so fucking obsessed with you.
I don't think.
It's not obsession. And I
Yeah,
promise
it
you
is.
that. No,
Yeah,
it's
it
not.
is. Yeah,
No,
it is.
it's not. No,
Yeah, it
it's
is.
not. No,
Yeah,
it's not. It is not.
You're wrong. You
No,
know
you're wrong. You're wrong.
And you want to
Sweetheart,
approach
you're
people
wrong.
in the family, approach me. Approach me, because you're not going to.
Well, it's just I'm afraid it's going to come to a point where I'm going to get hurt or somebody else is going to get hurt.
'Cause you
You
got
know?
psychos like Carmen fucking approaching people in public over shit that ain't got nothing to do with. He's a fucking psycho.
Yeah, I'm such a psycho.
Well, not even that. The lady upstairs of me, look at that, you know?
Lisa, I don't care what they do to you. You bring this on yourself. If you'd stay off the fucking app and stop lying like an idiot, this shit wouldn't be happening. But now you've got these fucking psychos approaching my dad, and I'm not gonna have it. You're gonna leave my dad all the way out of this, or y'all gonna see a whole different side of me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Idiot, and you want to be on TikTok making yourself look like a fucking stupid asshole because we all know you don't need a ride, and I've been telling people this for months. And now you've got these people who need their 15 seconds of TikTok fame approaching my dad. That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, that's it.
But-
I need my 15
but-
seconds of fame.
Yeah.
But
that is
we
exactly
need
it. Because
gas.
if you had good intentions, you'd have never done it on a TikTok live. You'd have had a private conversation with my dad if you were so worried about Lisa getting to the clinic. You wouldn't have went live. You wouldn't have his voice and everything all over the internet because of your good intentions. You'd have just had a private conversation as a concerned person, but you didn't.
Abby or Ronnie, nobody cares about Jace, including half the family. To be honest, you know?
I care about Jace, Lisa. I've been trying to get him.
I know you do. I know you do. I'm just saying, you know?
People keep saying we're not doing nothing. If you want to get technical, and I don't care, I'm one of the reasons why your CPS case is now reopened. You can be mad about that or not. I don't care. But
What do you mean?
I can't just come kidnap your kid and take him when the state doesn't want to take him from you.
So you called on me again? Is that what you're saying?
Lisa, that's not the point. We can have that conversation privately because unlike you, I don't need to put my business all over TikTok. Everybody needs to realize that if you're on TikTok and your lips are moving, you're lying. You have a ride to the clinic every day. And I'm still livid you brought my kid into it the other day. Because Dad absolutely did not have to take me or the baby anywhere and couldn't take you to the clinic. You need to leave my baby out of your bullshit.
Nobody listens to me, though.
You're lying. That's why nobody listens to you, Lisa.
But if I get on, Ron, and I say, I need a couple things for me and Jace to eat, $10 for gas for my dad, and a pack of cigarettes,
Lisa.
they give me nothing.
Yeah, but
Lisa,
Lisa, it's like if
get a
you're
job.
more honest and you tell the truth, people might be more apt to help you.
No, they're not going to because all she does is lie. Nobody believes you.
You're
People
absolutely
just
right,
lie.
Ronnie, and I agree with you. But I'm saying if she was
Lisa.
an actual honest person, instead of
job.
putting her son, or even I never even heard about your trial being put in it, but it's more about Jace. She uses Jace as a crutch, and that's what's killing people. The manipulating and all the bullshit.
Trust me, I've been going through this for over a year. I could show screenshots of me cussing her out almost 3 times a day for using my nephew in this bullshit. She doesn't listen. And that is what pissed me off about you going to my dad. Because we've all tried to get her off of this app. And we can't. And he does not need brought into this just because she's a liar.
But in order to get money, you have to act like you're having an emergency.
Lisa,
Yeah,
get a
but
job.
listen, you didn't have to do all the crazy dumb shit you did this morning or the day before or whatever. It's like saying that you walked home from the clinic or you sat there for 3.5 hours because that was a whole lie. And that your legs hurt. You're this, that, and the third. It's like, Lisa, you gotta, baby girl, you gotta quit, sweetheart. It's like you have a whole family that absolutely loves you. They love you.
They don't.
Yes, they do.
Ronnie does. My mom and dad do.
Listen, they love you from a distance because they cannot deal with and take all the manipulating, gaslighting, not only here on TikTok, but you're also doing it to them.
Lisa, why do you keep ignoring me?
Okay. What, sweetheart?
Ignoring what?
Well, I've asked you at least 3 or 4 times in the last 2 minutes. If you need money, why don't you just get a job? Get a job. It is not anybody else's responsibility.
Because I don't know what I'm going to do with Jace.
Or your cigarettes.
Work while he's in public school.
What about Jace?
Literally heard your son say he wants to go to school.
Send him to school. They have after school program. And Lisa, if you wanted to get a job, Dad would watch Jace and don't think he wouldn't, because he would have to take you to work anyways because you don't drive. Stop making excuses. There's not one reason on this God's green earth that you cannot get a job.
Yeah, I'm just lazy, I guess.
Yeah. Stop with the manipulation. Do not try to gaslight me because I'm not here for it. There's no reason why you should be on TikTok lying and trying to scam hardworking people who are struggling themselves, but still working, trying to make it out of their money because you won't get up and go get a job.
But I want to know why they come after me so damn hard.
Because you lied. You killed off my father. You said your son was.
But so does everybody else.
Lisa, they may lie, but they don't do the things that you do. I struggle. I went 4 days last week without any food in my house and didn't eat for almost 5 days before I had the chance to get food. Did you see me on here asking people for their hard-earned money so they could feed me? No, because I'm an adult. And yes, right now I can't work. I just had a baby and I'm not fully healed and recovered from that. So I'm not cleared to work yet. But I'm still not on here trying to scam people out of their hard-earned money.
But I don't.
No accountability for anything. And I'm not trying to be mean to you, but when you bring Dad into it, you know that turns me into a different person.
Yeah, but I've told people.
In this time, nothing bad happened to him because all she did was talk to him. But you've got people so mad at the stuff you do. Who's to say the next person that doesn't show up to the clinic doesn't try to hurt him or you or whatever? You don't know that, yet you don't care.
Yeah, it's and like I've told people on here before, I get $20, they go insane on here. People are on here asking for fucking 400. They make their goal. Nobody goes crazy over that.
It's not you though. It's that's got nothing to pertain to you. It's like you should be better than that and want to show your son differently than everybody else is doing. You need to be that role model as your sister is trying to sit here and tell you to do. It's like, you know, so what? It's like, go to the dentist. I have literally heard you multiple times say you don't want to get a job because of your teeth. Well,
yeah.
Make a dentist appointment. You're on state assistance Medicaid. they will pay for like partials or whatever they need to have done for you.
Can I
Whatever.
respectfully
It's
interrupt
like,
you for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is respectful, but it's just something I want to say to Lisa while it's on the subject. I have not shown my face publicly on TikTok, but Lisa,
Yeah.
you have seen me. Because of genetics, and this is what I keep telling everybody, you know my teeth are not good. But
Yeah.
I can still work.
Yeah.
You do not, your teeth has nothing to do with you not being able to get a job. I'm a manager. When I do work, I'm a manager of retail establishments, and I can still work with the way that my teeth are. So please stop using that as an excuse, because it's just an excuse and you're not taking accountability. Now, I'm sorry, you can continue what you were saying. I just needed to throw
I'm
that out
sorry.
there.
But yeah, it's like, and that's the whole thing. It's like she's always used that as an excuse. And there's, I mean, look, the dollar store, whatever. It's like make a dentist appointment, go and get a consult, do whatever you got to do to maintain. And again, I'm here. I'm always going to be here. You have my number. It's like if you need a ride to the dentist, it's like I will take you to the dentist. I'll sit there with you until they do whatever they got to do. It's like, but in the meantime, you've got to be a better role model for Jace and set, that role model. It's like, I'm not going to be on, any social media site, whether it be here or I don't know anything about Instagram or anything about that whole Facebook part. Or
I don't get on for 3 weeks.
listen,
Be getting on at all.
that's the whole thing. It's like, I mean, you're breaking all of our hearts, and it's like, and you're using your son, and now it's like, this is the first time I've heard that you're using your, newborn, what is it, nephew now?
Me.
In a situation, it's like, I mean, we all witnessed you saying that Jace had brain cancer and he was dying. It's like that was all false.
I didn't
Why
say a
would you
word
ever
to
use
you.
that against your child?
I didn't
That's
say a
kind of
word to you on Monday when you were asking for an Uber to the pharmacy because dad couldn't take you because he had to take the baby to the doctor's appointment. Was I happy that you brought her up on TikTok? No, because I asked you not to. But I didn't say a word to you about that because it was the truth. I did have an last minute doctor's appointment for the baby, and dad did come and take both of us to her doctor's appointment. So I didn't say anything to you about that because would I rather you keep her out of your mouth when you are on TikTok? Yes. But it was the truth. So I didn't say anything. But the other morning when you were on there saying, oh, somebody else is more important than me, and I'm stuck until little girl gets better. Don't use my kid. This is the reason why you haven't met her and you're not allowed around her, Lisa. The manipulating and the gaslighting, and you haven't even met her and you're using her to try to scam people out of money. And then you want me to let you be around her? Why would I do that? I'm sorry, but I do not want her growing up like your kids did. I have to protect her. That is my number one job, is to protect my daughter.
facts.
And you want to try to make me feel bad and gaslight me into letting you meet her. And you know what? It's almost worked because me and her father have been talking about at least letting you meet her. And then I turn around and you're using her as a way to try to scam people out of money.
And I can hear the hurt in your voice on that. I really can.
It sucks that I can't let my sister meet my baby. But it's not about me and it's not about you. It's about her.
Oh, it hurts me too. And I keep telling Daddy I don't care.
Keep doing it. You let your son grow up listening to you doing all of this shit. And I cannot subject my daughter to that. I just can't do it.
But I'm an idiot though, Ronnie, because I let the people in the chat like manipulate me into saying certain things.
Well, you know what, Lisa?
Look, Ronnie, I will accept your friend request. I'll send you my personal number. So therefore, it's like if your sister ever needs a ride or whatever because of your father helping you out with the newborn baby, and congrats on that,
Thank you.
please do reach out to me. I have no problem with going and getting her and taking her to and from the clinic. I promise you I don't. And I don't mean any ill intention on what happened today. And I apologize for how it came off. It wasn't my intentions like that. It's just everybody's so like heartbroken, and she's literally pulling at everybody's heartstrings and then listening to Jace like in the background get off. It's like, why are you doing this? It's like, and then look, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. It's like I kind of chuckled at the whole fact that Jace shut the lights out on her this morning, because it's like he's tired, you know,
He's
and she's
tired
not
of it.
being a good role model or an example for this little boy.
And Jay shouldn't speak to her the way that he does, and I understand that. But Jace is very respectful to everybody else. But he does not respect her, because why would he?
Exactly. He's a very smart,
But
very intelligent, very bright little boy. But
he respects
I've heard
everybody
him sit
else.
there and say that he wants to go to public schools. And in my own personal opinion, from dealing with all this, I feel that she's afraid to let him because he might say something to the wrong person. And then they go home and say something to their parents. And then the parents call the school, blah, 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 blah. Look, Lisa, all we're doing is like we're trying to help you. And I mean, look, we all know that Jace loves you and you love Jace. We get that. We don't ever want to see the two of you apart. But sweetheart, you have to like you got to get it together. It's like, you know, it's like I mean, I reached out to you multiple times like over the past 2 years, letting you know it's I mean, even your sister here, it's like she's willing to take Jace if you go and get off of them stupid flipping benzos. That's your biggest downfall right now.
And I already told you that benzos is the problem with you meeting the baby. I know people in recovery that have been on methadone for 15, 16, 17 years, and they'll be on it until they die, because it is the only thing that is keeping them clean. But they work the program. They actually want to be clean, and they go to the clinic and they get their methadone, and that is the only thing they take. And they actually work the program. They go to meetings and they do all of that. The methadone is not the problem.
You're absolutely right.
I do not have a problem with you continuing staying on methadone and being around my daughter. I don't have a problem with that, and neither does her father. It's the drug addict behavior that comes with mixing the benzos with the methadone. That is the problem.
I agree.
And I'm sorry, it sucks that, you know, I can't let you around her, but my number one job as a mother is to protect her. And that's just what I need to do.
Just as you try, look, we all see you trying to protect Jason to a certain extent, but then you turn around and use Jace as a crutch for everybody